So, WWE 2K24 is out now. I want to give 5 things I love about the game and 5 things I hate. Let's get into it.
Welcome to Wrestling!
Number one thing I noticed right off the bat is when you play any match is the gameplay improvements. The little touches here and there to the countering system. It's the same setup with the combo breakers, they call it, and the triangle countering. The CPU is much better at making you guess, but it's not unfair to the point where you just can't counter anything. Like in 2K23, if I hadn't played it for a while and I go back to play it again, I struggled countering for a couple matches until I got the hang of it again. In this game, I feel like since it gives you that prompt, it helps you get the timing down. It's really refined. You can really tell when you put your time and effort into playing the game. So the gameplay improvements, awesome. Yeah. Number 2, the weapon tossing mechanics. The way they approach weapon tossing adds another layer of strategy to your matches and fun. Like I did a match where where the guy was running at me, and I'm like, oh, and I just threw the chair at him and hit him in the face, and he goes flying. It's hilarious, and it's very satisfying. It's a satisfying feeling. Like if you're getting mad at the CPU, or if you're getting mad at someone that you're playing against online or in the same house, you could literally just pick up a chair and be like, and throw it at him. And it kind of helps get that frustration off you. Because I did that in the showcase mode, facing Shawn Michaels. I think I was playing on normal, and he countered like 3 of my finishers, so I couldn't progress the checklist, and I was getting really bad. So I picked up the ladder, and I was trying to hit him with it, and I accidentally hit the wrong button, and I threw the ladder at him. I'm like, you can throw the ladder? So the throwing mechanic it's so cool, and every time I'm in a match, because I played the other 2 games so much, I keep forgetting you can throw weapons. That is such an awesome thing they added this year. I love when you have like a kendo stick, just throw it at him. The stairs, throw it at him. A freaking ladder, chuck it at him. And another cool thing I noticed is when I was doing a match, I threw a chair at my opponent, and they countered it. And they just grabbed it out of the air and held on to it. I'm like, oh, you can counter weapon tosses? Now, I don't know if you can counter a ladder or the stairs or everything. Maybe it's just the chair. But he countered the chair, and I don't know if it's a special ability. I haven't got that far yet. But that was really cool. So if you can counter weapon tossing, that adds another layer. And it reminds me of WrestleMania 19, because it'd be a counterfest. You'd throw the chair at them, they'd catch it. They throw the chair back at you, you catch it. You start playing catch. It was really fun until somebody missed the counter and it hit him in the face. So that's really cool. I like that feature. Number 3, the Creator Wrestler improvements and parts. So the Creator Wrestler faces look a lot better this year. It does load a little faster, I've noticed, in the Creator Wrestler. Each year I feel like they get to load a little bit faster and faster. I love the new background that we get to look at when we're making a wrestler, where you're in the ring. I think that's really cool. The new parts look amazing. I like how they have the presets this year, where they're kind of very fantasy-based, and I like that, because it gives you a lot of things you can build off of, and it kind of gives you ideas if you want to make certain characters, right? Like, oh, I can use this, or, ooh, I can make that. Those base preset models, I mean, all of them could be characters in the game. They're so good. So those are really cool. Number 4, if you watched my last video, I did a special video on the special guest referee, like how to be a referee. Go check it out. I was a ref and a wrestler in the indies for about 6 years. Go check that out. I was shocked how close it is to the actual thing. And I was like, wow, they captured the, like, trying to get him back in the ring, counting him out. There are a few things they missed, but for the most part, for finally bringing it back, great first try at doing it. It's so fun. I love doing special guest referee matches. In fact, that's the most match type I've played this year. Not normal match types, not the casket match. I did that once. I don't even think I've done an ambulance match, because it's the same button mash minigame, which we'll get to when we get to our hate thing. But yeah, the special guest referee match, I feel like, is the biggest get for this year. And it's something so simple. You're just a special guest referee. But the mechanics, the how the referee match should work, and the fact that you can switch between superstar and referee mode through whenever you want is really cool. And it's also cool that they have a little meter for if you're a jackass for too long, you get replaced. I think that's awesome because it gives you incentive to actually call it like a real match instead of just be a jerk. So I think that's cool. It gives you incentive, to play it the right way. Number 5, even though they didn't do massive updates to Universe mode, the new layout of the rival system and all the stuff you can pick while you're doing it. I barely touched Universe mode because I was trying to get all my characters done, but I did go in there and look at the new menus and mess around with it and play in Superstar mode a bit. And I like what I'm seeing. I'm hoping it'll all work out. I like the new cutscenes. So when I finally get in there and get my hooks into it, hopefully it works pretty darn good. So I love that new stuff. Now on to the part you're probably waiting for. 5 things I hate about 2K24. Number 1, community creations. Now it took all week for community creations to finally work on Xbox. It worked on PS5, it worked on PC as far as I know, that's what I heard. And then when we finally get access to it on the Xbox, and this is on all platforms, this isn't just me picking on Xbox, it loads like this on PS5, I'm sure it loads even slower on PC. When you go to load in and you search for something, it can take up to 2 to 3 minutes to load the first page. And the first page only has I want to say, 10, 15 wrestlers on it. And then when you go to load the next page, you got to wait another 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Sometimes 5 minutes. Sometimes it just won't load and you have to leave and come back. I don't know what servers they're using. I'm like, is it just overstuffed with people loading crap in there? I mean, there's a lot of pages already and it's only been out less than a week. So I don't know what's causing it, but community creations needs to load faster. I don't understand why it takes so long to load the things. It's almost like they're loading the entire what you're making to show you. It's like, can't you just have like a picture of everything? Make the player take a picture of the wrestler front and back, and then post it on there. And then that way you're literally just looking at images until you click on something, then it loads the model that you can look at if you want to download it or not. I think that'd be a much better way than the system we have now, because now it just takes way too long. And it's the same thing for championships. Arenas took about 6 minutes to load. I was about to make a video on it, and I just said screw it because I was there for 20 minutes and it only loaded like 2 pages. So I'm like, I'd have to edit out almost the entire video to look at like 3 things. So community creations desperately needs fixing. Number 2 on the hate list is why we're in PS5 and Xbox Series X generation and PC is whatever specs you have. How come we only have 100 Creator Wrestler slots and 1,000 logo limit? And it's even less than that, because if you upload higher res pictures, it takes up more of those spaces for your 100 picture limit. So it's not even 1,000 logos. It's like, I don't understand that at all. It's the logos. It's pictures. I don't like if they add more. Will it make the game crash? I mean, I think it's also because they don't want you to just play this game forever. They want you to run out of space, run out of room, and then go buy the next game. And that's how you get more space, right? They don't want you playing the same game for years to come. That's why they probably will never increase the Creator Wrestler limit and the logo limit. Like if they don't do it next year, and it's only on PS5, Series X, and then a powerful PC, then yeah, we're never going to get more than 100, because at that point there's no excuse. Next up, number 3. Now, I've been playing through Showcase mode. I'm about 6 matches in, because I was making wrestlers instead of playing the modes like everybody else does. The force checklist thing needs to die. Like, I don't mind Showcase mode, but forcing me to go through this checklist of moves and actions to get through all the cutscenes makes me want to just smash my controller, because when you're trying to do it, the opponent doesn't work with you, right? Oh, it's supposed to be challenging. Not when you do this every single year. Like it says, give him a signature. Okay, cool. You finally build up your signature. He counters it. All right, so you got to beat the crap out of him again. You build up a signature. Oh, he counters it again unless he's dazed. And it's like, for the love of God, like, I don't even want to play this mode to begin with. Why are you throwing up all these roadblocks? Like, have 5 things you have to do if you're going to keep going this route, not 20. I believe in the Shawn Michaels match, I believe it was 18 to 20 things that you had to do to get through the match. And it just killed it for me. Like, just let me go in there, beat his ass, and then be done with the mode, right? 21 matches of this. Everybody was complaining that it was only 21 matches. If it was 40 matches, I never would make it. The only reason I'm playing it now, and I bought the $120 edition, is to get the arenas. If the arenas were unlocked with the $120 edition, I wouldn't even touch the mode because the wrestlers are unlocked already. Like, I'm looking at all these awesome WrestleMania arenas. I want to play on them. But no, you have to go play the showcase mode. It's like, I don't want to play the showcase mode. So either kill that mode, take that time and effort and put it in something else, or change it. Because the way it is now, and I'm not the only one on this, I think everybody feels the same. The current setup's got to go. It's bad. All right. The next up. Having a button mash minigame for the new match types. The same button mash minigame. So you want to kick out a submission, button mash minigame. I mean, you can. I think they have the other option in there too, but button mashing, casket, button mashing, ambulance match, button mashing. I'm like, I mean, it's cool they have these new match types, but you're using the same mechanic for all of them, and it kind of ruins it. I mean, getting him in the casket is fun, like that whole battle, trying to do that, and the battle of trying to get him in the ambulance. But closing the door or closing the casket, the button mash thing, I don't know. It's like, meh. I know a lot of people like the button mashing, and I mean, I don't know how else you would simulate the struggle of trying to close it and not get closed, you know. I would say like a button command prompt, like ABXGY, whatever, over and over again, and whoever gets the prompt first wins or something. I don't know. Rock, paper, scissors. There's multiple ways to do it, but the button mash mini game, it's just disappointing. Like, you got all these match types, and the mechanic to win it is the same in all of them. Like, I appreciate the effort, but can we come up with a new mechanic? I don't know. And now the last thing on the list is My Rise. Now, I'm enjoying the story so far. I'm about an hour and a half in on the men's My Rise. Again, I've been making wrestlers, trying to get my stupid capture card to work again because it stopped working. Of all times to break, it breaks when the game comes out. I'm so pissed. And that's the menu system. Like, we're still stuck going here, menu, 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 match, menu, 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 match. You can't walk around freely. You can't literally do anything, and you're always on your phone. It's like, the menu stuff's got to stop. I mean, even in, what was it, SmackDown versus Raw 07, you had a locker room that you can run around in. Even just give me a locker room that I can customize. That'd be kind of fun. Like, throughout the story mode, everything you win and do in the story mode, you can hang up in there. You can, that'd be kind of fun, actually. At least give us that so we can walk around in there, and then when you go to your door, then you can go to the menus system like that. Like, give us that one little extra step to make My Rise more fun and evolve the mode that way. So anyway, these are 5 things I loved and hated about the game. Now that the game's been out for a while and everybody's gotten their hands on it pretty much, what are some things that you love and hate about the game? Give me one each in the comments below, or give me everything. I want to hear it. Talk to me, man. Anyway, thank you for watching, and stay frosty.